Technology and Learning by Ron Eiler, Megan Gonzalez, Shauna Coy, and Brianne Lindsay. The first article I'm going to address is A Range of Use, Technology and Learning by Cheryl Lemke. There have been tremendous advances in the science of learning. Because of this advance, we know a whole lot more today about how people think and learn. Studies have shown that there is a correlation between student learning and engagement in meaningful, relevant, and intellectual stimulating work. We see that learning is personal, and the frequency and relevance of learning increase when we integrate technology. Technology influences learning in three significant ways, which are a driver of change, a bridge to academic excellence, and a platform for informed decision-making and accountability. Let's look at each of these a bit closer. A driver for change, the 21st century skills, technology has made us a knowledge-based global society. Because of this, our society requires significantly different skills than in the past. Because our society will require different skills, educational leaders must formally incorporate 21st century skills into the mainstream of school curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Let's look closer at a bridge to high academic achievement. Technology can be considered a bridge to more engaged, relevant, meaningful, and personalized learning, which in turn leads to higher academic achievement. It is important to use technology appropriately because it increases children's learning. Because of such increases, teachers should be encouraged to incorporate technology into the mainstream of student learning. And finally, technology influences learning because it is a platform for informed decision-making and accountability. This platform creates learning opportunities in a personal way. There is a continuous feedback available to students, teachers, and parents. This chart shows technology in schools, a range of use. As you can see, the range of use is broad and the possibilities for application within a school day are broader. John Bransford wrote a book titled How People Learn. He says computer-based technologies can be powerful pedagogical tools, not just rich resources of information, but also extensions of human capabilities and contexts for social interactions supporting learning. The range of use considers three important aspects of technology. The first, instruction, which determines learner engagement. The second, complexity of the learning, which means basic through higher order. And the third, the level of authenticity, which refers to the experience. Which leads us to the y-axis, complexity in learning. What learning are we trying to extend? Technology use ranges across levels of complexity of learning. This axis aligns to Bloom's taxonomy, which is a classification of levels of intellectual behavior important in learning. Bloom's taxonomy ranges from basic skills to high-order thinking as follows: evaluation, analysis, synthesis, application, comprehension, and knowledge. It is important that educators integrate technology that correspond to all levels of cognition. In relation to learning, engagement in learning is also important. What instructional approaches work most effectively with which applications of technology and to what effect? Wiggins and McTigg's taxonomy of teaching describes a continuum of teaching styles and learning modalities. The three general classifications are first, didactic, direct instruction, where students receive, take in, and respond. Second, coaching, where students refine skills and deepen understanding. And third, facilitative, constructivist, reflective, where students construct, examine, and extend meaning. Wiggins and McTigg's instructional approaches support the idea of learning by doing. The article concludes by discussing the z-axis, authenticity, what applications of technology can serve as a springboard to a real-world context for student learning. Roger Schenck states that experimentation and reflection are the two components that make up a child's natural learning mechanisms, and these can be engaged through right computer systems. Students can learn by doing using such systems. Fred Newman created three criteria for authentic teaching, learning, and assessment. These three criteria are value beyond school, disciplined inquiry, and construction of knowledge. This criteria reflects the range of use to real-world contexts and creates authentic learning.
That was then, this is now. Technology Integration, 1998 to 2010, by Teresa S. Folger and Sunshine Darby. This article ties into the information provided in A Range of Use, Technology, and Learning. The range of use model is a three-pronged framework that includes higher order thinking, real-world tasks, and construction teaching techniques. This program was developed by Metri Group for North Central Regional Education Laboratory in 2000. It was developed to organize instructional use of technology, specifically in the classroom. The authors of this article believe that technology supports teachers who use a constructive stance and helps students respond to the complexities of the real world. The possibilities of using technology in the classroom are endless. Students can interact on a global scale. Many changes have occurred over the years within technology. Some of these changes include internet access in almost every single classroom in the United States. The creation of the Web 2.0 helps students to interact with others all over the world. There are a great deal of social networks available too. Wireless network has played a big role in the expanse of technology in the classroom. Cheaper computers are very beneficial as well. The main content of this article is based around a specific 6th grade student named Melissa. The article integrates scenarios taken from each semester of Melissa's school year. The teachers assign a technology-based project each quarter. This is done to help students improve and maintain technology and media skills for their futures. Quarter 1 begins with a project focusing on how the students are globally connected. Melissa and her classmates researched countries and selected one. They were grouped together based on their selection. Melissa chose Kenya. Her group compared and contrasted facts about Kenya to the United States. They then used podcasts to interview students from Kenya. The group used Google Earth to explore the geography of Kenya. They found a Wikipedia specific to Kenya, and they checked it frequently for updates. The students subscribed to online articles to keep up on the news in Kenya. Their teacher had them use Global Gateway to help the group connect with students in Kenya. The second quarter project was based on a career net where the teacher had the students learn more about themselves and explore their interests. Each group's goal was to create a Wikipedia document with career information they could use now and in their futures. Melissa and her group used a program called The Drive of Your Life that helped them select a career choice. The teacher gave the group contact information for an actual firefighter that she thought would help them in their career path. The group took the life situation of the firefighter's family and created graphs using a Create a Graph program based on financial and basic living costs. The information was added to the class Wikipedia. They used another program called X Timeline to note major benchmarks and events associated with the entry-level firefighting. The timeline was also added to the Wikipedia. The team checked out a video camera to record an actual interview they held with the firefighter. The group presented their final work to the class. The third quarter project focused on having the students share their personal stories about social injustice. The homeroom teacher submitted questions on Google site that included, have you ever seen someone being bullied? And have you ever heard someone being racist? The teacher had the students watch 2 videos called What Would You Do? She embedded these videos on Google site for the students. The next day in class, she had the students post reflections to the videos on Google site. The point of the Social Injustice Project was to have the students reformulate real events and present the events in appropriate ways. Melissa's group decided to focus on an event where a waitress refused to serve a customer who did not speak English. The group created a short video that they edited using Movie Maker. The students decided to reenact the restaurant scene, and they performed the new scene using appropriate actions to handling prejudice. The videos made in the class were uploaded to Google site, and the URL was sent to every student using email, MySpace, and Facebook. The final semester project focused on the environment and Earth Day. The class's main goal was to create a published book. The students used questions like, how does my environment affect me? And what's my responsibility to the environment? To prompt their work. The teacher had the students use worldometers to select their topic. Melissa's group chose health and the effect of cigarettes on the environment. The group used SurveyMonkey to create surveys on cigarette use. The group then used cameras to photograph cigarette butts that they had found outside. The photos that they took were uploaded using Mixbook. The end product was shared in the group's book to the class. In conclusion, teachers should incorporate technology into the mainstream of school curriculum, instruction, and assessment. This will lead to higher academic achievement, personalized learning, engagement, and authenticity. Technology has changed greatly since 1998. Educators need to make sure that they set high goals for their students and that they adapt interesting and beneficial technology programs into the classroom so that the students gain technology use that will be adequate for their futures.